Hi, I'm Katherine Gordon Rice from Pearl Power Academy, and today I've got a fun lesson for you on how to have fabulous fingernails. Professional manicures and pedicures are time-consuming, expensive, a lot of times not that great anyway, and possibly unsanitary. You can save a lot of money by doing your own nails yourself. If you're spending, let's say conservatively, $30 a month on manicures, and many are much more than that. Let's say you took that money and invested it at a fairly low rate of return, let's say 6%. Over the course of 30 years, if your interest was compounded annually, you would have $111,000, which in today's money would be equal to a good starter home. And if you're enterprising, you can even make a little extra money doing manicures for your friends. My first tip is put all your tools and toys in a handy wicker basket that you can carry room to room with you. And that way, you've easily got your stuff together and you can do it while you're reading or watching a movie, and it really takes the tedium out of waiting for nail polish to dry. The first thing you want to do is remove any old polish, and even if you don't have polish on, it's still a good idea to give your nails a swipe with some non-acetone nail polish remover. Acetone is a great solvent for enamels, but it's really harsh on your nails. Now, the method that I'm going to show you today keeps my nails so healthy that they actually get too long from time to time and I have to cut them off. Contrary to what we've all been taught, nail clippers are not the way to go to trim your nails. They're fine for taking off hangnails and you should keep them around for that. When you're actually trimming your nails shorter, use these baby scissors. And now I am going to buff my nails. It only takes a tiny bit of buffing cream. This buffing cream is just called buffing cream, and I get it at Sally's. Now, there's a trick to this. People tend to want to just scrub and hurry and get through this process. But if you scrub too hard, it puts heat in your nails. You'll actually feel kind of a burning sensation. And that's bad because that causes splitting. What you want to do is buff in one direction only. Okay, now my nails are sort of fortified, if you will, with protein buffing cream. However, it can leave a little bit of a residue, so we're going to take a seccative or dryer called Chip Skip. Now, it's great for making your nail polish stay on. However, it will dry out your cuticles if you get it on your cuticles. So if you use a dryer like this, at the end of your manicure, go back and put some baby oil around the edges of your cuticles to restore that moisture so you don't get hangnails. Now I'm going to put some strengthener. This is OPI Nail Envy. Now that that's dry, I'm going to use my actual nail polish. Now, the best brand I've found is Deborah Lippmann, which you can get at Ulta or drugstore.com, lots of places. This color, Naked, is great because it goes with everything and it just doesn't show chips at all. However, for the sake of today's video, I'm going to use this brightly colored magenta polish because you'll be able to see it much better on camera. First, you want to gently shake the polish, gently so that you don't create air bubbles in it. Now I'm just going to take and put one stroke down the middle, one on the right, and one on the left. Boom. Doesn't have to be perfect because remember, this is just our first coat and we're going to go back over it. Don't mish it around or you'll gum up the surface texture. 1, 2, 3. If you get a little extra on your cuticles, it's a lot easier to get off while it's still wet. You can either use another fingernail, or if you have a good thin emery board, you can use that to get that extra off. And the emery board also works after the nail polish is dry. Another item you probably want to keep in your kit is some sort of super glue. This is Scotch brand. And I like the little bitty tubes. That way it doesn't have a chance to dry out and get all hard on you before you need it again the next time. Great to keep these on hand because when you get a snag, say your nail tears from one edge across to the middle, you can glue it back together, paint on top of it with your nail color, disguise it pretty well, and keep that nail, at least in appearance, as long as the others. You want to put it on fairly thin because the thicker you put it on, the more chances you have of it smudging. Plus it takes longer to dry. It's too thick. So that gives me 2 beautiful smooth coats of color. And now I'm going to wait about 5 minutes and put on my quick dry top coat. Okay, now I'm going to use my Out the Door quick drying top coat. Love this stuff because, as the name would indicate, it lets you be done in a hurry. It also helps camouflage any small mistakes you might have made in putting on your color. So those are my beautiful nails, all finished. It should last about another 10 days until I have to start the process over again. And in the meanwhile, my nails will always look great.